Social media coaches and the ever-changing algorithm. Hey there, Lux Babes, welcome back to the channel. If you read the title and watched the first few seconds, you already know what this video is about, so let's jump right into it. There has been an influx of social media coaches online lately. And while I understand that some of them do have the expertise, it has definitely created a lot of fatigue, even for me as a user. I created a video talking about my social media experience last year. I'll link it up here if you haven't already seen it. So for the most part, I really only use social media mainly for business purposes, but even then, it's very hard to miss how every other video is of someone trying to coach you on how to breathe, right? How to light a candle the proper way, how to close your eyes when you go to bed at night. Join my masterclass if you want to build your plant business. And again, I do believe if there's something that people are willing to pay you for and that you really have expertise, there's no reason to do it for free. I understand that logic. It's just getting a bit overwhelming. I feel like the work from home life, COVID, just a lot of our new normal, as I mentioned before, has really shown us how creative we can get with things, but I feel like sometimes it's a little bit of a stretch, right? As someone who recently created a mini course, I can confidently and humbly say that I only created it because my inbox was flooded. I created a video on TikTok, someone saw it, it blew up, and people were asking for this particular service, and therefore I created the course. A lot of the things that we're paying these coaches for are available online, freely. Google and YouTube is your best friend. Coursera, Udemy, like you name it, right? The difference though, if I'm being fair, is that this person has compiled everything for you in one place. If they've done it properly anyway, they've compiled everything for you, saving you time, energy that you could be exerting on that. And I'm all about efficiency. So if you can save me some time, I will pay you for it. I'm just wondering what the side effects of all the coaching is. The first logical one, obviously, is just saturation, right? So I found a way to flip Airbnbs and now I'm making 6 figures a month in my business, but now I want to tell everybody about it and someone else finds it and now they do it and now they're telling everybody about it. Maybe some of my students feel like they could be teachers now, and it's just like, when does it end, right? We all can't be teaching, right? We're creating this ecosystem of just information overload, right? It's paralyzing. This week I want to learn how to garden. Next week I want to learn digital marketing. The next week I want to learn how to sing. Like, it's too much, right? It creates this analysis paralysis and people really don't act. They're just soaking up all this information, but they don't go out and do anything with it. That is honestly my only issue with how much coaching information is online right now. And it doesn't help now that the algorithm is constantly changing. Right? It's like Instagram doesn't know what it's doing, doesn't know where it belongs. Even the CEO got on a video the other day talking about how they're still trying to figure out, the video situations because it's not the best. Still trying to understand photo. Still trying to give customers the best user experience, obviously while remaining sustainable, which i.e. fulfilling the stakeholders' wishes and desires. So at the end of the day, I think the understanding that even the slightest change in one system can take your business from 20K a week to 2,000 a week, it's kind of scary, right? They're constantly pulling the strings like a little puppet master, trying to figure out what works. And sometimes everything's already good. People are happy with Instagram the way that it was, but because they're trying to compete against TikTok, they start doing the most. Now they're just confused, they're just stuck somewhere in between. And then here comes TikTok finally dominating. A lot of people that had big followings on Instagram are moving over to TikTok. And what do? They remove the links in the bio. Because in their mind, that's gonna keep people on the platform longer, right? If I do a beautiful Amazon haul and I tell you that the link is in my bio, now you've left me, now you've gone to Amazon. This is the logic. And I get that, but being online for so long, I can honestly say there's not been a single platform that hasn't failed me. Right? Every single one of them has the ability to make a change that will deeply affect you and your business, and then you just kind of have to adjust. So I suppose what I want to hear from you guys is, how are you coping? How are you adjusting? Is content creation your mainstream of income? Are you deciding to do it as a hobby now? Are you just getting started on your content creator journey? Because that could be a whole nother pickle, right? Just getting your feet wet and realizing, whoa, there's a lot going on in this ecosystem. Like, it's a lot to learn, right? Per usual, I personally believe if you use social media as the tool that it is, then you'll be fine. The important thing is to not get attached to any of the platforms and think that that's the only way. Definitely gear towards the one that is getting you a lot of results. It's important, but don't fully neglect the others either. You do not need every single social media platform in order to run your business properly. Pick the ones that are the most effective for the kind of business that you're running or the kind of story that you want to tell as a creator, and then leave the rest alone, man, because it's too much. Like, it is team too much around here. My personal prediction is that we're heading towards a time where people are slowly going to go back to doing things that they love again. And I'm not just talking about social media, I mean in real life, right? I think that so much exposure to like quick success and the digital marketing age has really made people forget that it's okay to actually do things and not want to turn it into a business. Sometimes it's almost better to do it that way. I've known a lot of people that had a passion for something, and as soon as it became a business for them, it was a nightmare. It became obligatory, right? And so they no longer enjoyed it anymore. YouTubers have suffered from this. A lot of times when they have that burnout and they come and they're like, oh, I'm taking a break. I remember when this was fun. Yeah, you know, but again, if content creation is your full-time gig, you have to be realistic because this is still a job, right? Once it becomes your job, if you don't turn in, you know, your pay is going to eventually start to be affected by that, just like in any other job. Unless you've built like a solid something else outside of YouTube. And even then, you're still leaving a lot of money on the table. And that side gig may not be sustainable on its own. So yeah, I definitely feel like we're headed in that direction where people will start to rediscover things that they love again and just do it for the purpose of that. If as a result of that they grow a following, great, but the content is definitely being created out of joy. I think that's very important. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned in the last couple of years when I was just forced to slow down. And I'm still sitting with myself, asking myself, why am I creating, right? Keeping myself in check, making sure I'm not doing stuff just to chase the trend, just to come up on the For You page, just to show up and explore or discover, because again, it's not sustainable. Chasing that is not sustainable for me personally. And that's it. Very short chat. This is more of a dialogue here. I really want to know how everybody's feeling right now. How's the temperature online for you? And what are you doing? What's working? What's not working? What have you learned in the last couple of years? If you've been doing it for a while now. And if you are new, again, what are you looking forward to? And what are you dreading? All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.